Well, hey friends, and welcome back to my bathroom in this edition of FurrYourReview. I'm going to be reviewing this Aquasonic Black Series Ultra Whitening Toothbrush. Now, this toothbrush is very similar in style to what most of you may know as a Philips Sonicare toothbrush. And I have used a Philips Sonicare toothbrush for over 10 years. My dentist recommended that toothbrush, and I purchased my very first one at the dentist office, and I really did like it a lot. The sonic movement of the brush really did a great job cleaning my teeth and my gums. It was very evident I was using that toothbrush when I would go back every 6 months for my checkups. So I was pleased with that toothbrush. Unfortunately, I would have to replace that toothbrush about every 2 to 3 years. It would just die. And after a year, it's no longer covered by warranty. There was no way to fix it and no way to get a replacement for it for free. And so I would end up spending between $125 and the most I spent was right at $199 for a Philips Sonicare toothbrush. And over those 10 or 12 years, I think I purchased 4 or maybe 5 of those toothbrushes. So after a while, I started wondering if there may be another brand out there that does what the Sonicare does. I looked on Amazon, did some research, and this toothbrush was at the top of the list. This toothbrush has over 120,000 reviews. 4.6 stars from all of those reviewers, which is just awesome. Some of the comments that the reviewers mention is that it has a very long-lasting battery. You don't need to charge it but every 2 to 3 weeks, which is wonderful. It does come with 8 replacement heads in the box, which is a great value. It is also the price of this toothbrush is what draws many people to it. It is $39.95 today on Amazon. I already own one of these, so I have purchased another one just for this review so I can unbox it in front of you. When I purchased the one that I have a little over a year ago, it was $29.95. So it has already gone up a little bit in price over that past year, probably because it has become very popular. But still at $39.95, the price of this toothbrush compared to its higher price competitor, around $125 up to $199, it's a great value. So let's get into this box and see what you get when you purchase one of these off of Amazon. All right, let's look at this packaging. It actually is packaged quite nicely. It's nice and compact. Some of the things that it advertises on the box, it says that it has 40,000 VPMs, which is vibrations per minute. That's the ultrasonic mode there to clean your teeth well. It does have a smart timer, so every 30 seconds, there's a little vibration in the toothbrush that lets you know where you are in your 2-minute time to brush your teeth. That's what the dentist recommends. So 3 of those little vibrations and you know you are good to go. And then it's, of course, it's IPX7 waterproof. It's a toothbrush. It should be waterproof. Let's open this thing up, see what's on the inside. You do get a handy dandy traveling case, which is quite nice. And inside the case is your toothbrush. It's nicely wrapped, along with 2 brush heads. Then inside the box, you have an additional package of 4, 5, 6 more brush heads. So that's your 8 brush heads that comes with the toothbrush. Then you also receive your charging station, which is quite compact still. It has a normal outlet there, and then the toothbrush sits on it like that to fully charge. So that works well. And then there is, of course, a user's manual. Just in case you need to figure out how to use this toothbrush There's some information in this for you. So this is what the toothbrush looks like. They say to have it on the charger and let it charge for a good 2 hours to make sure the battery is fully charged the first time you use it. Then you don't need to really charge it again for up to 14 days, even longer. We keep ours on the charger all the time, but when we leave to go on vacation, if we're going out of town, never have to take the charger with us. Just put this thing in its carrying case and you're good to go. If you're going to be out of town for several weeks, you're set with this toothbrush. Let's talk about how to operate this toothbrush. It's quite simple, actually. So you're just going to take your toothbrush here and your brush head and slide it on. You want to make sure the brush head is facing the front, which is where the words are, and the power button. Slide it into place. Make sure that protective cap is taken off. And there are actually 2 buttons on the front. The large one up top is your power button. Below that is a button to select between the 4 modes that are clean, soft, whiten, and massage. I recommend using your user's manual here. Read through that to find out what those 4 modes mean so that you can select the appropriate mode for your teeth. Once you've selected the correct mode, all you have to do is push that top button and there she goes. That's 40,000 vibrations per minute working here. Brush your teeth as you typically would while it is vibrating. Let the ultrasonic do its job to clean your teeth and massage your gums. After you've had that break in the vibrations 3 times to signal 2 minutes have passed, turn the toothbrush off, rinse it off, and store it until it's time to use it again. It literally is that simple. Let's talk about what we found here. This Aquasonic Black Series Ultra Whitening Toothbrush is an awesome value. At just $39.95, it comes with 8 brush heads. It has its charging station, a nice carrying case to take with you. The battery in it lasts up to, actually sometimes longer than 14 days, which is wonderful. You don't have to keep it on a charger all the time. And it provides the same amount of work that the more expensive competitors do at over double the cost. So it's a great value. If you are someone who is still using a typical toothbrush and you have thought about moving into an ultrasonic toothbrush, this is a good place to start. I recommend it. For the cost, you get such great value here. If you're someone who is using a Sonicare toothbrush or has used one in the past, but perhaps have been upset with the fact that it dies or it's just super expensive to replace, this again could be another good option for you. You will find that it does the same amount of work that your Philips Sonicare does. And I recommend this 100%. So thank you for joining me today to learn about this Aquasonic Black Series Ultra Whitening Toothbrush and hanging out in my bathroom with me for a few minutes. I look forward to seeing you again on our next episode of FurrYourReview.